In this video, we are going to compare Akim Williams with Rafael Brandao. Akim Williams, who recently won Big Man Pro and qualified for Mr. Olympia 2025, and Rafael Brandao, who won Romania Pro this year and qualifies for 25 Mr. Olympia. So we are going to compare these two athletes. And one more thing, that Rafael Brandao beat Akim Williams at Romania Pro, so they were competitor. They were sharing the stage in Romania Pro, but finally Akim Williams win the Big Man Weekend Pro, so he qualified for Mr. Olympia 2025. So both of them qualified for 25 Mr. Olympia. So let's start the comparison. So I would say Akim Williams is looking so huge from front poses. Most of the front poses we have seen, Akim Williams was looking so big and conditioned, and also you can see the Rafael Brandao, he was also looking good, carrying decent shape. You can see the quad striations, midsection is looking good, the lats area, the width is good, so he's carrying a quite nice shape. And if we talk about Akim Williams, he's looking big, but at the same time the midsection is not that impressive in this pose. I would say the waist is narrow from Rafael Brandao. So overall, I would say Rafael Brandao is winning this pose because of the symmetry. He's looking proportionate in this pose, so I'm going with Rafael Brandao in this pose. So let's talk about front double biceps. So again, you can see Akim Williams, he's looking big. You can see the quads, especially the quads area, he is just phenomenal from quads. And when you see his arms, you can see the biceps, the best biceps in bodybuilding history in last 2 or 3 years, I would say, because his biceps are genetically gifted. You can see the peak is so impressive from Akim Williams. Also you can see the lats is looking good, and the midsection, as we have discussed earlier, his midsection is not impressive in most of the front poses, and right now you can see his midsection. And although I would say that Rafael Brandao has impressive midsection, but in terms of size, the size is good from Akim Williams. He is carrying big size in Big Man Weekend and also in Romania Pro too. But still, the Rafael Brandao's physique, the symmetry, the proportions are impressive and better than Akim Williams. So once again, we can give this pose to Rafael Brandao. So let's talk about any side triceps. So in this pose, you can see Akim Williams is looking so impressive in this pose. You can see the quads and the midsection. Also he's controlling his midsection and shoulders, oblique section, chest, so he's looking conditioned in this pose. And if we talk about Rafael Brandao, his upper body is looking good, the shoulder, the arms, even obliques are looking good, midsection is good, conditioned, the striations in chest and quads are also good. But when we see glutes, hamstrings, so his glutes and hamstrings are not that impressive. From glute side, he's looking soft, and even hamstrings are not that hard. And if we see Akim Williams quads, his quads is just phenomenal from this side, you can see, and the hamstrings are very conditioned, and the size of glutes with good decent conditioning. So this pose, I will give this pose to Akim Williams because of the beautiful conditioning in legs. So let's talk about back double biceps. So in this pose, you can see, as we already discussed in earlier videos of Akim Williams, that he met with an accident. So the nerves, because of the nerves, he couldn't grow his lats. So that is the biggest issue, I would say, in back double biceps. And right now you can see the muscle mass is not that big. Also you can see Rafael Brandao's back. His back is nice, and you can see his glutes and hamstrings. Glutes are not that impressive from Rafael Brandao, I would say, because glutes are looking soft, and even hamstrings are not hard enough. And you can see Akim Williams hamstrings are better than Rafael Brandao, even glutes are better than Rafael Brandao. But still, because of the lats, Akim Williams, the Rafael Brandao won this pose because of the lats, because we can see the lat size of Rafael Brandao, the density is there, the width is there, and the depth. So all in all, he's looking complete in this pose, so I will give this pose to Rafael Brandao. So if we talk about back lat spread, you can see Akim Williams back lat spread is still fine, and you can see the hamstrings and glutes. So if we talk about Rafael Brandao, his width is good, the back is dense, can see. But I would say Akim Williams middle traps are so impressive. Even lower back you can see the density in muscle mass, or the width is looking good. So overall he's looking good from glutes and hamstrings as well. So I will give this to Akim Williams, and he's looking good from back lat spread. So let's talk about abdomen with thigh. So in this pose you can see Akim Williams quads are so impressive. His quads were so conditioned. We have seen in so many comparisons of big man weekend. This photo is not that looking good impressive, but we have seen the comparisons with the horse MD. He was looking insanely conditioned, and you can see right now the striations in quads. He's looking good. And if we see Rafael Brandao, he's also carrying a decent conditioning, but still I have seen him in comparisons. He was looking so impressive. I'm talking about Akim Williams. And the exposure is high in Rafael Brandao's physique, so he's looking more conditioned. But still I prefer Kim Williams because he was phenomenal in this pose in big man weekend. So let's move to other pose. In this pose you can see the conditioning of Akim Williams. So that's what I was talking about in earlier pose. So you can see the conditioning in quads, midsection, shoulders. So he's easily beating Rafael Brandao in this pose, and you can see. And the reason why he couldn't beat Rafael Brandao in Romania Pro because of his back, and also in big man weekend he was looking more sharper than Romania Pro. So if Rafael Brandao competes in big man weekend, then there would be a very close call who will win. But this comparison I would say is a very close comparison, and I prefer Akim Williams over Rafael Brandao in this comparison because of the huge size with conditioning. The only pose I think Akim Williams couldn't win is back double biceps, or there were many poses, but most of the poses I would say Akim Williams was winning against Rafael Brandao. He has very huge size, so we have seen his quads are just unreal. You can see the conditioning, the separation, the depth. So definitely I think the version of big man weekend can beat Rafael Brandao of Romania version. So in this comparison I think Akim Williams win the comparison.